All right, let's do a little walk around on my buggy project here. So the rear clip on this thing had the torsion bars with the bar that stuck out the side. So the long bar, single spring plate, and it had some fender brackets on it. So I modified it and put in the 66 torsion bars with the flat plate, and then modified the stop at the bottom there, added in some angle, and then cut out the torsion plates to allow a little bit further down travel. And I went around the bars and just kind of cleaned up all the welds on it, removed a bunch of brackets, a bunch of old metal, and filled in all the holes in the frame on all the side there for the body panels. This kit actually came with body panels. It's a Berrien Buggy. Cut the front windshield out of it. A little bit of welding work and grinding work there to get that looking pretty trim again. Really changes the look of the front. This was street legal at one time. It's still got the e-brake in there. I'm going to leave it, using it for my purpose. Switched out the front beam on it. Installed some new bushings or seal ends, some 4 new ball joints. Got some new front brakes and back brakes for it. And of course, then I got to look at mounting the seats, and it's getting pretty well close to getting ready to paint. Got an aluminum tank for it, solid tranny mount. Just got a freeway flyer in it right now, but I might put a bus tranny in it down the road, or just continue on using the freeway flyer till I blow it up, and then maybe put the 411 gear tranny in it. So the freeway flyer is a 373 gear. Bus trannies are usually about a 537 gear on most of the, well, I think it's the 023 case. Not much more for modifications. Again, everything's been welded in for, some nice gussets they put in the bottom. I've got an aluminum floor plate for it. Pretty well got everything to go. Well, one other thing that I did here is I modified the pedals. I think guys that tend to have big feet tend to have problems in the small little pedal clusters, so I bend everything out, heat it up, and then rebend it so it works well for my foot placement, and you don't get all tied up in the throttle and the brake when you're doing it. Now, you see they're fairly high here. I'm still going to take 1.5 inches out of the pedals, so I'm going to drop the face of the pedals down 1.5 inches, and then that'll get me to a nice point where my feet can work right. And if I want to put the body panels back on the top, then I still have the clearance, because the body kind of comes up here, but you don't want to be scrubbing your toes when you're clutching heavy and bouncing around or whatever you're doing with it. So anyways, that's the deal. So we'll see where we get to. A little bit of an update on my Berrien Buggy. There she is.